You entrusted your loved one's care to a nursing home, expecting compassion and quality treatment. Instead, they suffered from neglect, abuse, bed sores, falls, or medication errors that could have been prevented. I'm Chris Brown from Geiger Legal Group. Our elderly deserve dignity and proper care, not negligence that causes pain and suffering. When nursing homes fail in their duty of care, we fight to hold them accountable. Your loved one's suffering matters. We'll stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves.
Call Geiger Legal Group at 833-HELP-GLG and let us tell your story today.
You snoozed twice this morning, spilled your coffee once, and you've already blamed last night's referee for your morning mood.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's time to embrace the chaos and step into the madness.
Bro, you about to see a side of me you didn't even know existed.
Featuring guests who are over-caffeinated and less reasonable than the average person.
Man, I think it's just ridiculous.
Come on, man. Are you serious? Ugh.
Fans, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Welcome to the show.
So buckle up. It's time for hot takes and hot mics. This is the Morning Rant, where the only thing more unpredictable is days before his third cup of coffee.
I just felt like running.
On WPGY, the Sports Pig.
What's up, North Georgia, man? It's a Rally Towel Tuesday right here on the program. Hey, thanks for joining us, man. We're in the 10 o'clock hour right now. Billy D in studio with me here in our Carriage Kia studios, waving the Rally Towel this morning. And, man, I'm just getting my bearings about me. Had a meeting this morning. You know, we tend to have a lot of, production meetings, sales meetings, things like that. And so, man, I'm coming in here on two wheels. I haven't even had a chance to talk to you yet today, man. I mean, I come walking in here right before the intro gets rolling. So, yeah, man, we're winging it a little bit, just like we would on our Winging It Wednesday. But, again, it is your Rally Towel Tuesday presented by your friends at Geiger Legal Group. Once again, North Georgia's #1 personal injury attorney is Geiger Legal. Give them a call today at 833-HELP-GLG. That's 833-HELP-GLG. And let them tell your story today. What's up, boss?
How's it going, man?
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Beautiful morning this morning. Nice
Beautiful
and cool,
morning.
crisp in the air. I'm loving it.
You got to love it. Man, there were some showers, that came through a little bit last night. I know there were some tornado warnings issued in Gilmer County, Whitfield County, Murray County. There was a little band that came through, and I think that there was some video on Facebook, actually, from a resident in Pickens County where there was actually a little bit of a funnel cloud, and I'm not sure if it actually touched down or not, but in Jasper. So, yeah, it was kind of an interesting night. But yeah, man, hopefully everybody is well this morning, and we appreciate you guys being with us. Man, you're rocking the Next Level Golf Club polo.
We got another one this weekend.
Another one now that's a different polo. I hadn't seen that. That's like a nice gray there.
I've got a bunch of different ones.
You got a bunch of different ones. So where's the tournament at this weekend?
We're down in Noonan at White Oak.
White Oak down in Noonan. There we go.
Ways to travel.
Are you getting a practice round in or anything, or what?
You know what? The weather's so nice today. I was thinking when I get out of here, maybe I'll just look up and see what local course around here has an opening. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
There it goes. And you've still got your driving range area over there in East Cherokee. I know there's
Mystic Hills.
Yeah, Mystic Hills, man. Yeah, it's a nice place for sure. I've been there a few times, and my son's kind of taking a liking to it. We're taking a little bit of a break right now because of the World Cup. I mean, that's the thing right now. I mean, World Cup's going on. I know you probably don't care a whole lot about that.
I've been watching it, man.
Have you been watching it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Ole.
I have really been enjoying it. Look, the even sports that I don't like, the biggest part of a sport, I watch it. Like the World Cup is the biggest thing in soccer. I'm going to watch it. Right. I may not be that into some sports, but when it's the biggest stage, I will watch them. Absolutely, I get into it.
The big stage, man. I think U.S. men play. I thought it was Friday. I think they play Thursday night, if I'm not mistaken. I think Thursday night at 9 o'clock maybe. But, yeah, man, USA men, they've won.
Ooh, they look good, man.
Man, they do. I mean,
fast.
back-to-back, World Cup wins for the – I don't know if you knew this. We said this yesterday on the show. The first time that the American men soccer team, national team, has won back-to-back World Cup matches since the first World Cup in 1930.
Good grief.
So this is the first time that the U.S. men's team has won back-to-back World Cup matches. They won the first two out of the gate. Yesterday, the stars showed up again. We said it last week. France with Mbappe, Holland that plays for Norway with a pair of goals, and Messi, of course. And Argentina was the first match out of the gate yesterday. Messi again with 2 more goals. He's got 5 now. He's currently in the lead for the Golden Boot boot, which is the biggest goal scorer, the most goals scored from an individual player so far through the first couple matches. He's wearing the golden boot with 5 because he had a hat trick in his first one. But yesterday, as they did in their first match, Mbappe, Haaland, and Messi all had multiple goal games. They did that in the first their respective first matches too. Last week, Mbappe and Haaland, had multiple goals, and then of course Messi had the hat trick. So yeah, if you're paying attention to World Cup, man, it's so fun. I saw an article the other day that was hilarious. It said that Boston bars are reportedly running out of beer as Scottish soccer fans drink them dry during the World Cup. Fans have descended on the city in droves as it hosted. Boston, of course, wrapped up their second hosting of Scotland soccer. And one bar owner was quoted as saying that they had to order, quote-unquote, emergency deliveries because they sold more than 4,000 pints and emptied 90 kegs. And that is 4 times the amount typically consumed during a 4-day holiday stretch in the U.S., like the 4th of July, for example. So you could take the 4th, which is going to be a big 4th of July, obviously our 250th birthday.
It's going to be great.
A 4-day stretch of, let's say, this year's July 4th, and yet Scotland comes in for a couple of matches in Boston, and you sell 4 times the amount of what you would sell during a typical 4-day holiday weekend.
That's their normal life, and now they're on vacation. Yeah. Okay, so they're gonna go hard, man. They're going hard.
Take a pint to your finest ale. Yes.
Hey, how about the Norway fans? How cool has that been? Have you seen some of the social media of Norway? They're doing the row back up the escalators and stuff.
Yes, that's so
awesome. That's hilarious, man.
Well,
the Viking chants.
Well, they were in New York last night, and so they took over Times Square.
Oh, that was incredible.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
They were in Times Square.
Could you imagine back in the day, whenever the Vikings landed, and you hear that coming with shields and swords?
Oh yeah,
you'd be like, okay, I'm running now.
I need some new pants. Yes, exactly. I need to change the pants. Oh man, hey, U.S. Open over the weekend. That's one of the big things I wanted to talk to you about as well. Obviously, Wyndham Clark, pretty much dominant, all weekend.
Yeah, he was dominant. He, a lot of people going against him didn't want him to win. Pulling for Scheffler to get the Grand Slam, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of us kind of are.
The course was tough. It was, it was fun to watch. Kind of, I say.
Kind of.
That's coming from a guy who likes to watch golf.
I was going to say, yeah, man, you're all over it.
But Burns put in a late run there. If he would have hit that putt on 17 and 18, we'd have had a pretty cool playoff. But it didn't go in. It wasn't in the cards for him. Wyndham won, and good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, I saw the first shot. There was some social media that came out the very first day, and they were like, "Man, this is the most Shinnecock Golf Club thing we've seen so far." I mean, guy put it right in the middle of the green, a few feet from the hole, but then it started rolling backwards.
Oh, it just kept on.
And it kept rolling, and it kept rolling, and it kept rolling. It rolled off the green, it rolled down into the fairway, and it kept on rolling. I mean, the dude put one about 10 feet from the cup and ended up hitting from about 40 yards away with the next shot. And that's just, they made the course a little bit more challenging. They let the rough get a little rougher, and different things like that.
That's what you want out of the U.S. Open, though. That's what you want.
You want it to be more challenging, certainly. So totally get that for sure. Did you see the story, though, too, Billy, about the high school golfer on Father's Day that surprised his dad with some caddy duty, was able to bring his dad out there for like the final hole or so?
I did not see that.
Yeah. So, Miles Russell, a high school amateur, obviously, high school golfer that was able to make the U.S. Open field, surprised his dad with being able to caddy his final hole of the tournament there. And so just kind of a neat story, surrounding awesome. Father's Day as we come off the Father's Day weekend right there. But, I mean, there's always a lot of good, and I say that with sports in general, but particularly with golf, man, you do occasionally, you have some pretty good little side stories and back stories that kind of feed into that.
That's a really cool deal. That'd be awesome to go caddy with your son on that day at Shinnecock in the U.S. Open. That's just an incredible moment that they get to share together forever.
Are you going to pull your son out there? Did your son caddy? Either of your boys caddy for you at all in any of these tournaments? Or
are you kidding me?
I mean, do you have to walk the course and have a caddy, or is this just like
they won't even walk outside to mow the grass? What do they think they're going to caddy for?
How are they going to caddy for you? They don't go outside. No, but anyway, I guess you don't really have a caddy for your next level golf tournament.
No, I've played a few courses where I've had a caddy before. I got to tell you, I wasn't that impressed.
Really? Well, no, depending on where you're playing, they probably don't, these
were high end places, man, like the top places in Georgia, and I just was not impressed.
Impressed,
whatever.
Not impressed. Well, hey, it's good to know how the other half lives. I don't think I'll ever play in a tournament where I would actually have to have a caddy. So again,
I'll tell you what's cool. I'll tell you what's cool about it.
Yeah,
is you don't have to clean your clubs. You don't have to clean anything that you did. They take care of all that mess for you. So from that perspective, it was great. But as far as them giving me yardages and reading greens, I could do without.
Oh, man. That's funny. Hey, Oklahoma, your national champion. Again, they win the NCAA Baseball Championship. They pound North Carolina last night in the decisive Game 3. Again, credit the Tar Heels. They did force the Game 3 after winning on Sunday. Of course, Oklahoma took the first game of the best of 3 on Saturday, but it was the Sooners who had the final laugh. Pretty impressive considering that they really weren't even a ranked team coming into the tournament. And they end up going all the way. And what's funny, Big John, of course, big Tech fan here, obviously our co-host, was saying that the only 2 teams all season long that took series wins from Georgia Tech were Oklahoma and North Carolina. And incidentally, those were the 2 teams that ended up in the national championship series out in Omaha. But yeah, Oklahoma getting the dub last night. Yeah. SEC.
Yep, good for them. I don't know much about it, but I'm happy that they got the win.
Are you? Let me ask you this: are you kind of one of those people? Because we talked about this. Do you consider Oklahoma and Texas like SEC? I mean, I know they're in the SEC, so yeah, the SEC will take the national championship for baseball. But I'm one of these like traditionalists that I still have a hard time placing like Oklahoma.
Well, look,
in the SEC.
But I think I do now. I don't have a problem with it now. I think when you come into the SEC for like the first 3 years, you're not really considered part of us.
Right.
But at this point, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother you. Hey, that's okay. We'll take it right there.
Things change, baby. You got to roll with it.
Things change, baby, all the time, man. No doubt about it. Hey, we're going to talk a little bit about our Atlanta Braves coming up in the next segment as well. Of course, NFL minicamp wrapping up. We're going to bring in Mr. Billy D right here with a little bit of Tua and Michael Penix conversation as well. Some college football news and notes, as well as our 100% chiropractic moment with our man, Dr. Keith Riggy at 100% chiropractic down there in Canton. We're going to keep it real with Billy D later in the show as well, and we'll have our weekly restaurant inspection scores, all that and more still to come right here on this Rally Towel Tuesday edition of the Morning Rant, presented by your friends at Geiger Legal Group, North Georgia's #1 personal injury attorney. Stay with us right here on the home of ESPN Radio in North Georgia on the SportsPig app and online at sportspigradio.com.
Make your home's air healthier. Green Heating and Cooling can help by installing a Bryant Evolution air purifier just for you. Using Captures and Kills technology, this highly advanced MERV 15 filter captures many select airborne pathogens. It also helps improve indoor air quality for both asthma and allergy sufferers by filtering air impurities like dust, pollen, and pet dander. Call to schedule an evaluation. Green Heating and Cooling, your top Bryant authorized dealer, whatever it takes.
Big opinions of the big games from the big mouths.
Man, I think it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. It's the Morning Rant on WPGY, the Sports Pig, North Georgia's home for ESPN Radio.
Sit down.
Back here on this Rally Towel Tuesday, Dave Garner alongside my man Billy D right here till 11 o'clock today. Again, Chuck Oliver, the king of college football. He might be out again this week. I don't know. He was on vacation yesterday. But nonetheless, man, the show rolls on. A lot of college football talk at the top of the hour. And we appreciate you guys being with us right here on this Rally Towel Tuesday. Hey, big night for the NBA tonight, the draft. Again, for those that care out there, again, I know we're in North Georgia, and there are some NBA fans sprinkled in, but for the most part, again, college basketball country, as we all know. But again, there are some NBA fans. We got a young intern here by the name of Bryce. He's like, hey, man, anytime you ever need to talk NBA or, World Cup, man, bring me in. So he's not here this morning. I might have to bring him in. But yeah, man, the draft tonight, but some big news coming across the wire again. Giannis traded to Miami. The Bucks, again, going to pick up a lot of picks for that one right there. You know, there was a lot of talk, Billy D, and I know you followed NBA over the years, maybe not so as much now. But again, it is one of those things where there was a lot of talk going into the draft and into this time of year that Giannis might be a trade suspect, and it was believed that Miami was certainly one of the top destinations for Giannis to land, and lo and behold, here we go, man. It looks like it's happening.
Riley has always been known to want the big players, you know, so you get to team him up now down there with I forgot his name, but they sent also Bobby Portis, so Bobby Portis and Giannis to Miami, and they get just a ton of picks
right
back and some players, so interesting enough for that. You've got Trey, who just got I think it was $212 million from the Wizards for the next 4 years, and they have the number 1 pick. Yeah. So all of a sudden, the Wizards look like they could potentially be a team on the up and coming. But again, I don't know how Trey's going to work out there. We saw him for a long time. Maybe he's matured. I don't know, but his game is kind of hard to deal with from a team aspect, right? Yeah. But interesting dynamic over there, though. Trey knew what he was doing when he got out of Atlanta. He wanted to get to a place where he could get that blockbuster. Get that blockbuster deal. He knew they could pay him. Knew that they were at the bottom of the league. They'd have a top draft pick. So pretty smart, actually, from Trey's perspective on what he wanted to do, and Atlanta as well, because they wanted to get out from under the number anyway.
Exactly.
So I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, I really do. And I think that at the end of the day, hopefully the Hawks can pick up. They've got what, 2 first round?
They got 8 and 23. And the big debate is, are they going to go big man, or are they going to go point guard, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I would like to see them get some size myself.
I think we need a rim protector.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, but those guys are hard to find in a draft.
It is. But of course, we don't know what they're going to want to do from a free agent standpoint either. So we have no idea what moves they have in mind or what they're working. So it's going to be interesting to see which way they go.
Yeah, it will be. Again, the NBA draft tonight, going at it. And, it's not like the NFL draft where there's 7 rounds and it goes 3-4 days. I mean, it's pretty much just the first and maybe into the second. And that beyond that, it's pretty insignificant, it seems like, for the most part.
Yeah,
so once you get past about the first 10 picks.
Yeah, they don't make the court.
They don't make the court, or all these guys from other countries that you'd never heard of, and so definitely not the fanfare like it is for other sports. But nonetheless, the NBA draft tonight, we'll keep our eye on the Atlanta Hawks and see what they do there with the 8th pick. So it'd be interesting to see what happens right there. Hey, Jasper Coca-Cola text line open as always, 866-888-0744. Again, that's 866-888-0744. PIG. We do have Harry from Macedonia texted in here and said, if the Braves could make only one trade before the deadline, should they add a starting pitcher, a bullpen arm, or another bat? Harry, that's a good question. You look at the game last night. Braves do fall 1-0, by the way, last night. First game out on the West Coast to open up a 3-game set against the Padres. Grant Holmes, who struggled a lot lately, actually threw a gem, just didn't get any run support last night. So again, the Braves fall short 1-0. Where was the offense? Grant Holmes goes 4 2/3, only allowed 3 hits, gave up 1 earned run, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. Didier Fuentes came in to close out the 5th inning there. A couple other guys, Dylan Dodd got in there as well. I remember him from his time over in Rome. But again, Braves overall look good. They just could not generate anything last night from the plate there. So you look at the game last night and you think, man, it never hurts to have another bat in the lineup. But I will say this. When you're the Braves and you've kind of started to struggle a little bit the way you have with some of the starting pitching, I would like, especially with Spencer Strider now being on the 60-day disabled list, I wouldn't mind seeing the Braves going after another starting arm. I think that at this point to kind of round out the rotation, it'd be nice. You got to think that at some point the hitters, that aren't hitting are going to come around. The guys that are hitting are going to, level out if nothing else. You're going to hopefully be able to generate enough offense. Even though you didn't do it last night, I would like to see this Braves team go after another starting pitcher, personally. But
I said this at the beginning of the season. At the very beginning of the season, I said this. It's nice to see how people finally come around to me after a while.
I tell you what, man, you are winning some style points here because you had some outlandish takes, man, early. When we started the show back in March, I thought, okay, man, this guy, his name's Billy Clickbait Dowd. I mean, he's just saying things because it's just so out there. He's wanting people to tune into the show, which I appreciate. But you know what? I got to give you your props, man. I'll do it right here on this Rally Towel Tuesday. Some of the things that you've talked about have come to fruition. You are indeed the white Charles Barkley.
Well, I'm just saying,
of the Morning Rant, man.
I have a tendency to see things. I don't know what it is,
but you see things, man.
But hey, you know what? As far as I would say definitely need to get a starting pitcher. I said that before the season even started. But look, man, I'm happy that Atlanta is struggling right now. Yeah. I'm happy. I don't know why anybody would be disappointed. Honestly,
well, you weren't going to keep that peak in June.
You weren't going to keep that pace up,
right?
And as long as we still win some series here and there, whatnot, go through your struggles and get everybody healed up, all those kinds of things throughout the June and July of a
get on the other side of the All-Star
crazy.
break.
I mean, why we play 160 something games is beyond me anyway. Like, okay, we get it. You like baseball. I mean, but my gosh, 160 something games. Do we really need that many to know who's good out there? I mean, whatever. But anyhow, so you're going to have some struggles throughout the season. This is going to be one of those, right?
Yeah.
And then you can start to peak towards the end. Play your little 500 ball here for a little while.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. You'll still be fine.
Well, like I said, you don't want to peak in June. You don't want to peak before the All-Star break, right? I mean, you want to come into it. You got the trade deadline August 1st, and it'll be interesting what the Braves do. Are they buyers, sellers at the deadline? I think a lot of that's going to depend on their positioning. Certainly, if they're where they're at right now, I think they're in a buyer's market because I think you got to make a run. While you're on top, you're not going to sell off players when you got a 5-game or 6-8-game lead. Certainly in your division, I wouldn't think. Yeah. But the biggest question. And I want to bring it back around to a minute. I'm glad we kind of got to this point because you have said some things over the last couple of weeks and really over the last couple of months about Ronald Acuna.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have just kind of been shaking their head, and you have and Will have even butted heads a little bit on that. But even the Golden Boy, who will be with us on Thursday, by the way, for our Tomahawk Take, and it'll be interesting to see what he says then. But last week, to your credit, he said, look, if you're a Braves fan and you're talking about Ronald Acuna, over the last 2 years, you don't know because you ain't seen him. And so dare I even say this came out of his mouth. He is the level-headed guy that's Mr. Next Gen Stats said that perhaps, and I'll let him talk about it on Thursday when he's here, you may look at what can you get at this point. What can you get? And now, to your credit, you've kind of been saying it all along.
Yeah, look, your biggest ability is availability.
Yeah.
And he's just not available.
Yeah.
And I don't care how great you are, if you're only going to give me a few weeks a year or a month or so, I don't think that's worth it. I mean, let's get somebody in here who can contribute much more than that. Let's get a pitcher, a starting pitcher in here that's going to give us more of what we need because, honestly, what you're giving me right now, Acuna, I can get from a lot of other players in the league and not pay them what I'm paying you.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Quite frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. I don't know how that works into all the computer calculations, but I'm just telling you what I see whenever I watch teams.
Well, it's the eye test. I mean,
whatever.
Even from the most casual fan standpoint, I mean, you look at it and you think, look, I still believe he's a generational talent. 5-tool player can pretty much do everything, but if he's not on the field, to your point,
doesn't matter.
He ain't helping us, right? He ain't helping us. So again, I think the Braves still, even though they're still in a great position, and you're right, you don't want to peak in June. But for you guys out there watching, tell us what you think. Jasper Coca-Cola text line is always 866-888-0744. By the way, we do thank Harry from Macedonia out in your area, the neck of the woods there, with the text there, talking about the Braves a little bit as we chop it up right here on a Rally Towel Tuesday. But yeah, I would personally, if it's up to me, I'd like to see them get another starting arm, really only because Strider, I don't think that even when Strider comes back, he's going to be the same player. I don't think he's the same player anymore. And I know he got when he came back this last time from the original thing and started pitching, he was topping out close to 100, and we felt like for maybe just a smidge, maybe we had the old Spencer Strider back. I don't feel like we're going to get that version of him back, even if he does come back from the 68-day and so forth. Who knows how long Acuna's going to be out. The big thing, you got to keep Drake Baldwin going. And Ozzie, man, has been, I think, the biggest. Obviously, Mauricio Dubon, it goes without saying. But Ozzie, as far as a regular Braves player that's been in the organization for a while, listed as the #1 second baseman right now in fantasy baseball, if you're one of those folks. So, again, he's doing a lot of great things, man. I mean, you've got some pieces there that have been playing well. But, again, Grant Holmes starting to fall off a little bit. It'd be great to get Schwellenbach back again. Schwellenbach back again. But yeah, I think the Braves right now would probably like to have another starting arm in that rotation. So.
Yeah, starting arm and just get healthy.
Yeah,
get healthy.
So maybe right now, maybe they're taking their lumps and bruises. They'll go back at it again tonight out on the West Coast against the Padres. And again, we'll have it all for you right here on the home of ESPN Radio in North Georgia on the Sports Pig app and online at sportspigradio.com. We are the new North Georgia home of your Atlanta Braves right here on the station. Hey, visit us on social media, the Sports Pig on Facebook, our show, The Morning Rant on Instagram. You can also watch full video episodes daily on YouTube. The podcast version of the show is also available on our website every day, sportspigradio.com, and wherever you listen to your favorite daily podcast on both Apple and Android platforms, Spotify, Podbean, you name it, man. We're all over the place. You can also interact with us on social media. I'm on Twitter at Dave Garner777. Hey, a little bit of football talk before we hit the break here. Mandatory minicamp wrapping up, of course, for the Atlanta Falcons last week. And, people really high on Zachariah Branch, the rookie out of Georgia, showing out during the few days there of minicamp, over the top a couple of times there, working, against A.J. Terrell and some other guys there. But the big discussion, obviously, is and will be as we approach camp, which is the next time, by the way, we'll see, the teams on the field. But again, Tua, Penix, the whole deal, man. That's still the big topic of discussion right there. I think that Tua only, helps solidify his position as the starter going into camp.
Well, he's the one practicing.
Yeah.
He's doing most of the reps. Man, this is just so hard to figure out because they're both not great.
Right.
It's like, what do you do?
Yeah. It's like that meme where the guys are dancing, the big guys or the fat guys are dancing at the wedding. One guy, the big fat guy, flips the other guy up over his back like you and I used to do back in the day.
Right.
And it's like you go from one to another that's the same. I mean, like, where do you go? You're right.
I don't feel great about either one of them. I do think there's a bigger upside with Tua from a short-term standpoint.
Yeah.
Just because I've seen it, right?
Right.
Say what you will, but he's been able to execute some pretty explosive offenses.
Right.
Penix, just watching him throw when he was healthy, I just wasn't impressed.
Right.
I mean, it's overthrown. It's in the dirt half the time. I mean, he had a couple decent games, but even those decent games weren't that great.
Right, yeah.
And so
exactly.
I'm just not I just don't see it.
Right. Yep. No, I feel you, man. It'll be interesting to see what the Falcons do. We'll talk about that. A lot of football discussion coming up over the next couple weeks as we continue to move a little closer, man. We're almost into July. I mean, here we are basically into the final, full week of June. So, man, things are rocking and rolling. Again, next weekend, July 4th. So, woo, man, we'll be in camp before you know. I was taking a look yesterday at our high school football schedules and trying to come up with like a master list. And, we've got, I figured it up, we've got around 50, area high schools basically in North Georgia, Northwest Georgia that we're going to, be following this year. And man, we are ever rapidly moving closer to that time of year. And I know it's always, for a lot of us, like you and I, it's our favorite time of year.
Oh, I love it. When fall gets in the air, a little coolness and pads popping and the smell of that fresh grass cut. Yeah, let's go.
I'm not ready for summer to be over yet. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my summers. He's ready for some football.
I'm ready the second it starts.
Oh, my goodness gracious, man. I'm telling you. Hey, again, a little warm-blooded, natured right here on the program, man. Thanks for being with us right here on this Rally Towel Tuesday. We're up against our second break. When we come back, man, I'll tell you what, third segment, that's when we have a lot of fun. We talked to our favorite chiropractor. We got our Keeping It Real moment with Billy D, our restaurant inspection scores, and still plenty more to come in the back half hour of the Morning Rant right here on the home of ESPN Radio in North Georgia. Thanks for listening on the Sports Pig app and online at sportspigradio.com.
Welcome to your hometown pub. Open 7 days a week, the Pub in Ella J is your happy hour hangout. They offer a variety of dishes to satisfy every palate, and their friendly staff is here to ensure a wonderful time. Join them for daily happy hour specials Monday through Thursday. And don't forget, every Wednesday is Wing Wednesday with $1 wings all day long. Located at 941 Maddox Drive in East LJ. Open Sunday through Wednesday till midnight, Thursday through Saturday till 2 a.m. The Pub in LJ, where every visit feels like home. We bring the heat. You bring the trash talk.
Come on, man. Are you serious?
It's the Morning Rant, live on the Sports Pig app and sportspigradio.com.
Oklahoma. The Sooners are your national NCAA baseball champions. They got it done, 13-2, I think, last night. They left little doubt, man. I mean, all these games have been so good, really, and even the women's, softball World Series was awesome. And of course, Texas won that one. And but yeah, all the game. There's been a lot of late inning heroics, a lot of high scoring games. One-run games. There always tends to be games like that in the College World Series. It's always kind of that quirky tournament that tends to have a lot of dramatics, late inning heroics, things like that. But last night, though, man, it was a beatdown. The Sooners 13-2 over North Carolina. Oklahoma really dominated for the most part over the 3 games. They had not lost a game until Sunday in 22 days. And then North Carolina, with a gutsy effort, was able to win a close one on Sunday to force the third game last night. Again, it was nationally televised on ESPN, of course. And Oklahoma, a 13-2 winner over North Carolina, wrapping up the series. And that essentially wraps up the college athletic season, basically for 2025-2026, as NCAA baseball comes to an end, as does the rest of the season. And now we can officially focus our energy on what's going to happen in the fall with football. I mean, again, we talk about the NIL, all the ongoing discussions right there with college sports, so it's going to be interesting to say the least. Hey, Dave Garner, back with you right here alongside Billy D on this Rally Towel Tuesday, presented by your friends at Geiger Legal Group. Time now for our 100% chiropractic moment with our favorite doctor, Dr. Keith Riggi from 100% Chiropractic in Canton. Now, we'll say this. Hey, Doc, thanks for being with us. We do have a new intro for you, but we don't have it quite loaded up yet. It's hot off the press. Next week, though, we're going to have an intro that I think you guys are going to like, specifically for Dr. Keith. And so we'll have that starting next week. But the good doc is with us right here on the program. Doc, thanks for being with us. For those of you just joining us each and every week, we spend a minute with our favorite chiropractor to talk about some things going on with all of you out there, man, our weekend warriors with that lower back pain, the upper back and neck pain, and that sort of stuff there. So, hey, man, we appreciate you being with us. Doc, what's up? Hey, let's talk about the most common complaint that you see in your office, man. What is the number one thing that you guys seem to deal with, man, when people come in there?
The most common reason patients visit us is low back pain and sciatica. In fact, studies consistently show low back pain is actually the leading cause of disabilities worldwide.
Okay. All right. That totally makes sense, kind of along the lines of what we were saying right there. So what causes low back pain? I mean, I know there's a lot of different causes. For someone like me, I can wake up out of the bed and be hurting, for no reason whatsoever. I get out of the shower, I'm hurting. But what are some of the causes of low back pain?
Common reasons are when you lift something heavy, twist awkwardly, overdoing sports, or just sit too long in a bad position. So basically, it's just the muscles and the ligaments are getting overworked or irritated. And worst cases, the disc or the cushions that are between the vertebrae, they actually bulge and cause sciatica.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, man, there you go. So a little bit of a lesson right here for you, again, from Dr. Keith. Next week, I do want to dive more into sciatica because that is a big thing that people talk about, is that sciatic nerve that kind of runs down, that your back, particularly on your right side, down your leg there. A lot of people deal with a lot of sciatic type stuff. So we will come back and we'll talk about that a little bit next week right here with a new intro for my man, Dr. Keith Riggi. Again, our favorite chiropractor from 100% Chiropractic in Canton. Doc, once again, thanks for being with us, man.
You bet. Remember, I'm Dr. Keith Riggi at 100% Canton. And remember, health isn't just about feeling good. It's about functioning your best. Live life at 100%.
I love it, man. I love it. All right, Doc, thanks for being with us right here on the program. Again, that was Dr. Keith Riggi from 100% Chiropractic in Canton. And I can tell you, man, I've been seeing him. I'm just going to be transparent. I've been going down there. He talked me into it, been working on me, and I've definitely noticed a difference, man. I can't lie.
Well, there's a lot of work needed on you, Dave.
There is a lot of work, man. I mean, he is. I think he's bit off more than he can chew, man. No, he does a great job, and you go on there, and I know you get some treatment as well. But yeah, man, you go on their Google reviews, man. It's 5. I mean, it's 5-star all the way across the board down there. So we do appreciate our friends at 100% Chiropractic in Canton. Again, a lot of things going on right here, but right now it is time to keep it real.
It's bold. It's unfiltered.
Come on, man. Are you serious? Ugh.
Buckle up. Billy D's got something to say, and you might not like it.
You can't say that.
Why not?
Keeping It Real with Billy D starts now.
All right, so my man Billy D right here, bringing it on a Tuesday. Where are we going today, partner?
Listen, NFL, I know you're trying. I know you're trying really hard to be the biggest thing out there. You try to go to the undercountries, and you're trying to play your sports out there. You're trying to go to Spain, Europe, all these places. You will never, ever even come close to the World Cup. You will never come close to soccer.
Amen.
You'll never come close to that sport. That sport kills you a million ways to Sunday. Okay? You just can't touch it. I mean, look at the excitement around all the multiple cities all around. Can't touch us. Can't touch.
See, that's this
don't get me going. Don't get me going.
What happens.
So yeah, I mean, you listen. If you've been keeping up with these Europeans as they visit these cities and just talking about how great it is and how different it is,
it's just been it's been excellent.
The excitement and the enthusiasm that these countries have for their teams for this game of soccer is just is miles beyond anything you'll ever see from the NFL. You just won't see it. And I know the NFL's trying, and I think their egotistical minds think that they can get there.
Right.
You're never going to touch what soccer has. You can't get there. It's amazing, but it is so fun to watch and to keep up. I mean, them rowing up an escalator, Norway, chanting their chants like they're coming down. I mean, the Norway people. All the chants that happened there. Even look, the game is a continuous hour and a half? Is that what it is? 90 minutes? Like that? And they have these chants that are going on the whole time, and they're drinking beer the whole time, and so there's something going on. They're not scoring a whole lot of goals. Okay, it's not like it's like 10-8 or anything like that, which is amazing. By the way, they have this humongous net, and you can't get a ball in it in 90 minutes, but that's a whole nother story. But they keep it going by these fun chants and these different exciting cheers that they do throughout, and they're just having a blast.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I can't get into it, all right? I can't. I just don't understand the sport well enough, I guess.
Right.
But I can appreciate what it is.
Yeah.
And what it is pretty awesome.
And what it means to the countries. I think that's the biggest thing. It may not mean a lot necessarily, to those that don't understand the game. But to your point, it's one of those things that means a lot. We were talking about it, and my wife was kind of joking around and kind of being a little bit facetious. And she's enjoyed it too, don't get me wrong. But it's like, I've sat here and I've watched 45 minutes, and they almost scored one, and the crowd went wild. It was great, And soccer is one of those sports where it's very much supposed to mean like the world if you score a goal. It's not like football, you score a touchdown. It's like, it's exciting. I really think they should do away with the offsides. If they did away with the offsides calls, and in hockey as well, you would see increased scoring, but then that would take away from the integrity of the game. But I think they should have a soccer league where it's just there's no offside. Like you can just loiter around the goal, kick it down to the other end. I mean, hey, there's no offside in basketball. I mean, that would prevent fast breaks from happening, right? So again, I think
let's change a sport we don't understand, Dave.
Yeah, let's change a sport we don't understand, and let's make it more to our liking.
Right.
But to your point though, it is funny just to see the fanaticism, of the countries, and you get that some with the club teams, certainly. The FC Barcelona's of the world, and even the MLS teams. Obviously, Atlanta United has a good following here, closer to home. But there's something a little different when you're slapping on your national colors and you're representing your country, and all your countrymen are coming together. But the best thing to me about it has been the countries coming together and celebrating together.
Yeah.
They haven't just, I mean, they've embraced, like, so many different nations embracing each other's cultures, which to me has just been hilarious.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's fun to have fun making fun of each other.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Isn't that
exactly.
Great? Like,
oh my gosh,
it's just fun.
It's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. Hey man, keeping it real with Billy D once again right here. My man Billy D joining us here on a Rally Towel Tuesday. Keeping it real as always here in this third segment. Appreciate you guys being with us right here. Hey, a big weekend for NASCAR again. Corey Heim winning at San Diego, the first ever event out there at the military base. Again, the coverage coming from an aircraft carrier. I mean, it was just an awesome atmosphere it looked like out there. Definitely a lot of things. We talked about the U.S. Open. A lot of different events kind of being overshadowed by the World Cup and some other things going on there. But let's not forget, man, the Sports Big here in North Georgia is home to Cup racing. And this is a little bit of what it sounded like on Sunday.
We are off and running here in San Diego. Shane Van Gisbergen quickly up to the gearbox. He'll clear everybody.
Ryan Blaney wins stage number 1.
One car gets spun around and it's Chris Buescher.
Shane Van Gisbergen, he's going to force them 3 wide on the front straightaway, rolls out of the throttle, thinks better of it, and there's crashing at the front of the field. It was Connor Zilic and Austin Hill got together.
Ryan Preece has won stage 2.
Here comes Chris Buescher to the inside of Ryan Preece. He'll take the lead. Challenge and change for the race lead. Ryan Blaney goes to the top spot.
Carson Hosevar gets tapped by Corey Hine, and he goes around.
Up front, new race leader Tyler Reddick.
Reddick goes into the corner. They bounce off each other. It's Hine, though, out of 4. That's got the advantage by a half a car length.
Naval Base Coronado military time. Locally, it's 17:15. In NASCAR, it's Heim time. Corey Heim has won the Anduril 250 race on the base.
Corey Heim, again, your winner there on Sunday. And that's a little bit of what it sounded like with our partners at MRN Motor Racing Network right here, live on the Sports Big, the home of ESPN Radio in North Georgia. Appreciate you guys being with us right here. Hey, we're up against our final break. When we come back, we'll have our weekly restaurant inspection scores, and we'll touch on some of the headlines and dive into a few more things before we get out of here today on this Rally Towel Tuesday edition of the show, featured and sponsored by your friends at Geiger Legal Group. Again, we are the home of ESPN Radio in North Georgia, right here and only on the Sports Big app and online at sportsbigradio.com.
Financial scams are on the rise, and with AI, they're getting more and more sophisticated every day. If someone pressures you to act quickly, ask for secrecy, or request payment through gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency, stop. Legitimate financial professionals don't rush you or demand unusual payment methods. Before you send money or share personal information, slow down and verify. Protect your future. When in doubt, ask questions.
If you're suspicious of a scam, call the team at Foundation Wealth today at 706-278-0214.
Morning Grind with Pork Rinds.
Welcome to the show.
It's the Morning Rant, weekday mornings from 10 to 11 on 98.1, 93.7, and 101.1 on the H2 dial. WPGY, the Sports Pig.
Back here on this Rally Towel Tuesday edition of the Morning Rant. Final segment of the program today. Dave Garner alongside Billy Dowd here in our Kerridge Kia studios. Appreciate you guys riding with us here on a Tuesday in North Georgia. Yeah, man, World Cup yesterday. I mean, all kinds of matches going on there, man. Messi solidifying himself potentially as the greatest of all time. Today, Ronaldo takes the pitch in the, I think, the early afternoon game here today, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, Portugal, Uzbekistan today at 1 o'clock. England and Ghana at 4 p.m. That'll be an interesting one. Ghana is one of those African countries that's had a lot of success, in the World Cup. Now, no African nation has ever won it, by the way. Morocco in the last Cup back in 2022 went to the semifinals. That's the furthest that any African country had ever gone to, but there were a few that had been to the quarterfinals, including Ghana. I believe Senegal and Cameroon are the other two. And then tonight you got Panama and Croatia going at it in the 7 o'clock window there. And then late tonight, Colombia taking on the Democratic Republic of Congo. And so, yeah, man, again, more matches here today. And then, as we talked about, we'll see Atlanta. We'll see Atlanta host Morocco and Haiti, I believe, tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. I think that one's here. And then, of course, the U.S. taking on Turkey.
Turkey.
I thought it was always Turkey. I guess I've been living under a rock. No, they changed their name. It's now Turkey, apparently, and that's who the U.S. is playing on Thursday. So, yeah, there you go.
And I think Pulisic is going to be coming back. He's now started to he's been training the last couple of days, so it'll be exciting to see him back on the pitch. But, yeah, exciting player to watch, and hopefully he can stay healthy through this run because we're going to need him.
He's one of the few American players that actually, plays. He plays for AC Milan. He plays in the Italian Serie A, I guess, league. And so, he's one of those few Americans that actually goes over to Europe and plays, because usually it's the Europeans that, in the tail end of their career, ended up coming and playing in the MLS. So, Pulisic. But now I will say this: with that match against Turkey, not meaning much because the USA has already solidified the number 1 spot. There is some talk that they may still keep Pulisic out because, again, it doesn't really matter. But, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm sure if he can play, he'd like to at least get into the reps before the knockout
I guess you could.
round.
Yeah, I think there's something about being in a rhythm, but, I don't know how that works with soccer.
You and I both, man. Hey, we're doing the best we can with it right here. But again, a lot of things going on, man. Again, World Cup action right here in Atlanta. A lot of people have said that Atlanta, and if you look at some of the different polls, and I know it's subjective, but saying that Atlanta has been like the best city. It's like, we call it Mercedes-Benz. Obviously, they're having to remove the, logos for the World Cup. They're calling it Atlanta Stadium. But again, the Benz has been the best venue so far, voted on by a lot of different, soccer.
Look, our stadiums are phenomenal.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
all of them.
They're incredible, and Mercedes-Benz is certainly one of the top ones. And if you've been down there for games, then you know. Yeah, you better ask somebody.
You better, if you don't know, you better. We might ought to go ahead and get that in. I keep forgetting to do that when you hear at the end of the show. We'll do that at the end of the show here today. But again, hey man, time to talk some food right here on the program.
Time for this week's restaurant inspection.
Oh, it smells so good in here.
On the Morning Rant.
So every week right here on the program, we got Billy D in here on Tuesdays primarily. We talk about our restaurant inspection scores to let you know where you need to go eat this weekend. Again, this is brought to you by your friends at Eat Safe Cherokee. They're on Facebook, so go follow them. You can go on there. Again, the scores are reported by the Department of Public Health and Safety. But again, Eat Safe Cherokee kind of combines them, condenses them down to one site. You can go to there. I want to brag on the Dairy Queen in Holly Springs, off of Holly Springs Parkway, 100 this week. Wendy's as well at Prominence Point Parkway in Canton, also with the 100. So a couple of the fast food joints showing out right there. Again, Pizza Hut and Bully Run. There is one of the newer restaurants, I believe, in Reformation Parkway there in the Mill area, I believe.
I've not been there.
96 is for Pizza Hut and for Bully Run, so a couple of really good scores there. Some other solid scores around the county. The lowest score reported on here this week is a 70. Now, again, we don't mention the restaurants by name, but you can, if you want to know who it is, you can go on and look. We don't want to get anybody in trouble. We don't want to isolate anybody. We make friends, not enemies here on the Morning Rant. However, again, you can go on there. But yeah, 70. But I mean, hey, it could be worse. I mean, we've had, I think the lowest score still to date since we've been doing this was a 50 or a 55 maybe, I think, or something like that.
It was ugly.
It was ugly. I mean, you get down to that point, it's like, okay, you got to make some improvement. I will say, I think that the restaurant that did have that score has since brought it up. Let's hope so, because if you leave it sitting there too long like that, you get shut down, right? Isn't that the way it works?
Yeah, for sure. And you have to fix it like within a matter of days. So it's not like you have a whole lot of time.
Yeah, you ain't got a whole lot of time right there. Once again, this week's restaurant inspection score is presented by your friends at Papa John's and Ella-J. Better pizza, better ingredients. Order online at papajohns.com. Again, that is your restaurant inspection report right there, straight from Eat Safe Cherokee. Dave Garner alongside Billy D right here on the program. A little bit of time left here today. We talked about the Braves a little bit earlier. Once again, our Jasper Coca-Cola text line is open, 866-888-0744. And we put it to our audience out there. Again, it was Harry from Macedonia who chimed in and asked if the Braves could make only one trade move before the deadline. I have a feeling they might make more than that. But if they only had one, what would you do, man? Should they add a starting pitcher, a bullpen, or another bat? I would say by process of elimination of those three, I would say the bullpen for the most part has held up very well this year. Knock on wood. I know we got a long way to go. So I would probably pull that one out. And then you're left with starting pitcher or another bat in the lineup. The problem is, where do you put another bat? I mean, traditionally, you're going to pay a lot of money for that. You're already paying some guys. When you look at the lineup top to bottom, when you got Michael Harris, you're already paying Hassan Kim. You're already committed to him to this year. You're not going to get rid of that money until after this year. Where are you going to be able to squeeze in another bat? I think if you find the right deal, then maybe you go in that direction. But selfishly, as we said earlier in the program, I think if you're the Braves, you're wanting to look, especially with, Schwellenbach still being injured. Grant Holmes, struggling at times, although he looked good last night. Strider, though, on the 60-day IL. I mean, you look at some of these things right here. You got Chris Sale out there, but he only, he only pitches one every 5 days. I mean, you've got to find some other arms to get in there. Bryce Elder's been struggling a little bit as well. I'd really like to see this Braves team, add another starting arm if I just, kind of had a choice. So,
yeah, I said it, and I said it earlier. I think you probably tried to, in my opinion, I would be looking to see if I could get something for Acuna.
Yeah,
just to be honest,
that's a hot take. But I mean, to your point,
I just don't think he's given us anything that we need, especially and we have a pretty long time span here of looking at it, right?
Yeah.
Realistically, we've only seen one awesome year.
Yeah, and that was the MVP year. Yeah,
one.
Right.
And we have that in our memory, and so that's what we think of when we think of Acuna.
Yeah.
Well, you're not doing it right if you don't look at every other year as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I
think someone, Mr. Cooper, I believe it is, has always said, look at the back of the card, and the back of the card has more years than one MVP year, right? So I say we take that into consideration and find something that can help us more long-term and on a daily standpoint.
Yeah, we're going to get you guys on here together, too, at some point soon. And we can do
that.
I
like Cooper. I like him.
No, I know. We have the capability to do that. Here's the thing, and we've talked about it. We made the announcement here on Friday first, and then we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Of course, the show expanding out to 2 hours, as we talked about, starting at the end of July. We're going to go to 2 hours. We're also going to go earlier. We're going to go 7 to 9. We're going to be in morning drive. Now, I don't know what that means for Will Cooper, honestly, and he and I have been talking, because he does live out west. It's a little bit earlier for him, even more so than the rest of us. So we'll see. But I'm sure he's still going to – we're going to plan on having him as a contributor for sure, and especially drilling into some of our Braves talk. As we know, Cooper has the predictor and everything. But we're going to have the flexibility to do some things where maybe we have multiple people on at one time. We're also looking to add a phone line. So all of you out there listening right now that have access to our Jasper Coca-Cola text line at 866-888-0744 will still have access to that. But we're also going to be adding another element, and that is actual phone calls. And when we go to 2 hours, and so forth, we'll have the ability to take more calls and things like that. So at that point, man, it's going to be some fun radio. I mean, it's going to get fun, and we want the community to really be dialed in on this. And that's the thing, because we do hear from different folks. We hear from a lot of the same people. We got a lot of great loyal listeners. I think about our friend Danny over in Chatsworth. John obviously has a lot of buddies that chime into the show, different folks. Your friend Ben has chimed in. I know he listens all the time as well there. So we want to be very interactive right here on the program and allow you guys to interact with us, because at the end of the day, even though we're the home of ESPN Radio in North Georgia, this show sits locally, man. It sits right here in North Georgia. We also have, of course, Chuck Oliver, who's in Atlanta, not very far away, who does the show with us right here from 11 to 1. Before we head into our ESPN lineup in the afternoon. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the direction of it. And but like I said, hopefully we can get you and Coop in here together, or something. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, no, I like his takes. They always intrigue me, or they'll get me riled up one way or the other, which is, I guess, is the point of it all, right?
Exactly. That's what it is right here. And then you got Big John, man, the former All-American, former Buffalo Bill, right here as well to top things off. Hey, speaking of, we'll be at Bradley's Bar and Grill, back at Bradley's next Friday, not this Friday. This week right here, man, show from the studio every day as we continue to dive in deeper into some of the other topics that we've already touched on a little bit. But next Friday, we'll be back at Bradley's on July 3rd for the final leg of our summer tour, the Bradley's Brunch and Lunch. And at that time, we will be raffling off the with the raffle tickets, we'll be raffling off. I want to make sure I wasn't saying auctioning off, but raffling off the John Davis jerseys, a jersey from each era of his career: high school, a Gilmer High jersey, a Georgia Tech jersey, and a Buffalo Bill jersey. Also an autographed copy of the Bill Curry book, 10 Men in a Huddle. Again, Coach Curry, a legend at Georgia Tech, so that's going to be there. Also, some other gifts, store prizes, things as well. So come on down to Bradley's next Friday, July 3rd. Go ahead and mark it on your calendar, because I know that's going to be a busy weekend for a lot of people. So, again, throwing it out here right now. We'll do it throughout the week here, and, of course, next week leading up to it. But I want to go ahead and get it on your calendars so that you guys can be ready to join us in person or over the air, because we will have some more announcements to make about the program. Want to welcome our buddy Mark Johnson, man. He's always listening to the program as well. Again, a lot of our loyal listeners tuning in. Jason Lanning, different folks, that like up our social media stuff as well. You can always find us on social media and the program, man. We're growing exponentially. I mean, between over the air, between our digital platform, our social media, we're continuing to grab followers, our YouTube, of course, our subscriber list. Again, like it, share with your friends and family. We want to grow this thing, make it even bigger and better, and make it something that you, as a local sports fan, can be proud of. So, man, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy it. Have a great time. Looking forward to what the future has to offer, and really cool stuff from Big John, getting some stuff out there for the peeps. And so, yeah, really good stuff.
I love it. Hey, good luck this weekend in that golf tournament.
I need it.
Hopefully you get a practice round or two in there.
I need it. I've been struggling. I've been falling short by a stroke here the last few, so I need to get one under the belt.
You need to get one under the belt. You've done that twice this year, but you still got the points lead, baby. That's all that matters, man. You're just chipping away at it. So, again.
Yeah, that's true. But, winning feels better.
Yeah, winning does feel better. It cures all, as we say. Billy D joining us right here on a Rally Towel Tuesday. Thanks for being with us as always, partner.
I appreciate it.
There you go. Billy D, Next Level Golf Club, representing here today. Hey, join us tomorrow. Again, our Winging It Wednesday edition. Big John will be back with us tomorrow as we talk about those $1 wings at the pub in LJ. We'll head down memory lane with the refrigerator mover and so much more. Again, visit us on social media. Morning Rant on Instagram and on YouTube. The podcast version of our show daily on our website, sportspigradio.com, and wherever you listen to your favorite daily podcast. The Chuck Oliver Show is up next. Thanks for being with us. As we always say, if you don't know,
you better ask somebody.
We'll see you tomorrow morning right here on the home of ESPN Radio in North Georgia, on the SportsPig app, and online at sportspigradio.com.
When you get hurt from an accident, it can feel like no one is listening to you. The insurance company talks over you. The bills keep coming. It's like the pain and inconvenience doesn't even matter to them. But your story does matter. And here at Geiger Legal, we will make sure your story is heard loud and clear. My name is Casey Geiger, and my firm stands up for people who have been wronged through someone else's negligence. Let us tell your story. Let us get the justice you deserve, and let's start today.
Call Geiger Legal Group at 833-HELP-GLG. That's 833-HELP-GLG, and let us tell your story today.